everyone, it's Karen. Thanks for coming by. I'm just here to wrap up, I keep saying wrap up Easter week, but I mean Easter basket week, which I'm gonna come out with more, so we're not really wrapping up anything. I'm just showing you a couple of the baskets that I have recently made, and people had asked if I could give them the directions on making them. So I kind of have spread everything out around here. I'm going to try and do it that way. If not, I think I might just hold them up. That might be the best way. Okay, so I think we started with this guy. I made that a couple of years ago. And then I think I came out with the little brown one. And then I think I did the magenta one. Since I've made these, I've lost the Happy Spring stamp. Not the set, just that one. This guy has pretty much just about fallen apart. He's like, it's not like I've had them and it's like I've had them and they've been in drawers and, I'm sorry. I have, I don't know what just fell. Okay, so those we've done. We did the tag punch that you make with your tag puncher. I think we made that. If we didn't, I will make that into another one. I know that we made the box, this little cute box right here. And I forget what day that was. And then I think we made this box along with, I'm telling you, these have been thrown around my house. Then this one. And then I know I didn't show you how to make this one. I haven't even finished it, but if you're interested, I will get the information to you. Another tag basket. And then most recently, I made this one with the cute guy in the back and the little tushy. And so I used, I believe it's balmy blue, basic white, some pink left over. So any pretty color pink will do. Or if you have white and you just want to take some chalk or a marker to it and lightly do that one with the new brushes, just kind of swirl it. You could do that. These little toes here are from the little hearts from the Snail package. And so I just took the white ones and made them little feet, and I did a little heart for the pads of the feet. And the stamp for the face I've had for a long time. It's from Peachy Keen Stamps. And my friend Patty was here today. We've been cleaning my room, and I can't find anything now. I knew where everything was till we started cleaning. So anyway, so that was the blue one. Then I just made this little yellow one with this little head just cocked to the side. Same little things for the pads. And then my favorite is this one. And the reason it's my favorite, and I've got all the candy in it, is because I wanted the bunny to look like he was almost laying inside a bowl of candy. So it was kind of like, let me dump some out and I'll show you what I mean. When you're looking at them, you're like, well, that doesn't make sense. Look at it, it looks dumb. But if you tilt it just a little, you can see how the body catches up with the head. So when you put the candy in it, it makes it look kind of like he's laying in a ball pit, and you can only see his feet and his face hanging up. So that was the part I wanted to explain, because I know people were looking at it going, oh, that looks ridiculous, but there's a method to my madness, because although it does look a little strange, if you tilt it, it makes a little bit more sense. And when you put the candy in, it makes complete sense. To me, I don't know if it makes complete sense to anyone else. So because I cannot find the Peachy Keen stamp face, and I know I don't like to show things that you guys can't get. And I really didn't intend on showing it, but everybody loved it. And I believe that they're still in business, and I know that you can get them. So that's why I put it up, was because I know that it's possible. My other thing that I wanted to chat about was punches. I love punches. I live and breathe for punches because there's just so much you can do, and the more that you play with them, the more your mind gets going, and you end up with awesome ideas. They just keep flowing. So for the bunnies, I used the scallop heart, and I used the, I believe it's 1 3/4. Let me just double check. Yep, 1 3/4 circle. I then used ovals. I did use these at first, and I like, this to me was too big. If you're making a bigger bunny, they're perfect. But they just seem really, really big on these baskets. So I had in my drawer and shelves and piles of punches, I had this one. It is an old Stampin' Up! One, but you can still get them, I think, at EK Success. So I used this along with this, not the scallop one, this one. Together, I used those to make the feet and the ears. And what else? I think that's it. Oh, and the little heart punch I used, this guy. But you can also, if you have the owl punch, he's got a heart, he's got little circles and, 3 different sizes that you can make the eyes with and the ears. And there's a lot you can do, and the more that you look at it and go on Pinterest and look at the stuff there, the more you do, the more you'll be like, oh wait, I have that punch and I bet that will do, and all that fun stuff. So let's get started. And because I don't have that punch that clearly has been, if something gets put away, I can't find it. It's better off when you're, my crafter anyway, the more of a mess it is, I know exactly where everything is. It's when I get help and things get put away that I just have no idea. So I might run out of my, I always forget the names now, my seal. I have lost my seal plus. We have yet to find that yet, but I have faith. And today we are going to use any kind of light pink that you have. I know the petal pink will work, blushing bride, and like any of those, you can make anything work. And we're using purple Posy, which I just have to say that Seaside Spray and purple Posy, I think we need to petition to Stampin' Up. We need to keep that. I just don't think that we should go a whole year without them. So I'm hoping out of the 5 in colors, one of them is a really pretty light pink, which I forget what this is. Anyway, a light pink. I think it's Pink Pirouette left over. And purple Posy and Seaside Spray. I just think they should all be brought back. Now, I just wanted to show you some of the other Peachy Keen stamps that I was gonna sell, and because I have yard sale every year, and my daughter's getting married. Oh, sorry, my daughter's getting married in April, like less than a month away. I'm doing the flowers. We're doing. I'm sorry, it just looks worse. I'm doing the flowers for the wedding, and I've already talked about, we went from 8 bridesmaids to 1, just the maid of honor, and so I don't have much to do, and my daughter is freaking out, thinking that I'm not up on it, but I am. I will totally get it done, not worried. So anyway, after I started to sell them, I'm like, this is crazy. I shouldn't be selling what I love. So I have this everyday character. I know you can go on eBay and find these. This is Laffy Taffy Face. I don't recommend this for that purpose, but, and if you look, they're really cute. They have all different, you know, they kind of, some look like birds and some, so if you come across them, they are well worth it. Oh, this one looks like a snowman with a carrot nose. So they're out there, you just have to look. And this last one is just called Basic Paper Doll Face. And I cannot remember the name of the one that I used, but I'm wondering, let me just stare at a face for a second. Yeah, that's not it. There's one, I think it's called, well, this is called Character Face Assortment. If you draw it on yourself, that's great too. I mean, you can go on Pinterest. There are so many ways to make faces. So, all right, I am going to make mine. I do also have another basket. If I have time, I'll make it. If not, I will be back to do it. Even though I promised my daughter that my last video was my last till I get the flowers done. Don't worry, I'll do it. All right, so I'm using the DSP, Designer Series, and this is the in color one, which are going to be out colors soon. And I don't know if you have them, but these are definitely worth buying if you love the colors. I would get a couple extra pads of paper, which I'm gonna do. I'm getting, well, you can't get the ink for Purple Posy because it wasn't up to Stampin' Up standards, which I get. I got it before there was a problem, and I do get what they're saying, so, but you can get the alcohol markers, and I believe you can get the regular markers. If not, I will correct that down the bottom. And so anyway, they have the checkered on one side and like a diamond pattern on the other. And I think you get 4 of each. So I think that's what those are. And then there is like script printing with like this little swirly guy. So, I don't know. I'll probably use the check because I think it's really, really nice. So I'm going to put you down and we're going to make the easiest basket in, well, I think an easy basket to make. Maybe not in the world, but all right. So I don't have anything. I usually have my magnets inside my little cube that my camera's on, but all my punches, did I say magnets? Punches I usually keep in there, but I have them all out here to work with. So we are going to cut our paper to 6 by 6. And I love Stampin' Up's paper trimmer. It's so accurate, it's amazing. The best part is we do a lot using 6 inches. And 6 inches is exactly where the, you know, because this comes out, but it hits it perfectly to cut 6 by 6. So that's the score. That's the blade. Keep that out of the way. Pay attention to where that guy is because he's always causing a problem. All right, so 6 by 6. All right, now I can't fit my scoreboard up here, so we're going to use, and I'm going to put glasses on. We are going to use the trimmer to score, and we are going to score at 2 inches and at 4 inches. We're going to turn it once and cut it, score it at 2 inches and at 4 inches. 2 and 4, 4 and 2. We're good. So one of the things that I just found is my bone folder. I was cleaning out a box and there it was just staring at me like, where you been? Except I don't know what I did with it after I found it. So I'm gonna pretend that I am a foam folder. I can actually use my thumb again. First I cut this one, and then this one I cut after. Thumbs hurt so bad when you cut them because you can't do hardly anything without your thumb. Okay, so all scored and burnished, and we are going to cut from these score lines to this score line, and then turn it around and do the same thing directly across. Oh, you know what? Let's put on our pieces parts first. All right, let's get this guy back out. So we got 2-inch squares, or just about, after this scored. So we are going to cut some squares, and I think I'm going to do, I'll do an eighth of an inch. Now let's do 1/4 of an inch and make it easy. All right, that's the score. So we are going to cut these at 1 3/4 of an inch. And then, yeah, so my daughter, I think the problem with the flowers is we've had to reschedule that wedding so many times that I think in the back of my mind, I'm thinking I got plenty of time because it's going to get postponed again. But the real deal, it's happening. There's only going to be about 14 of us, but it's happening. All right, so we are still cutting these to 1 3/4 all the way around. And this last one. But I did say if anybody wanted to see how the bouquets are made and all that stuff, I will probably videotape it, and if anybody wants to see it, I will certainly put it up. All right, so I don't want to wreck these 2 pieces of paper. So on the back, we are going to, with our seal, attach them. I don't put it in the middle. It's going to be the bottom. If you want to, if you got the extra square and just saying, hey, why not? I also found my, we are out. All right. We found my little silicone mat, which is so good to have. But again, it's in the craft room somewhere. The only thing that is really good about having this wedding with 14 people is it's a couple of hours away, so nobody's coming over my house. So I don't really have to clean it. And that's the best part, if I had to say that. Not that, you know, of course we're happy, we love him, they're getting married. But I mean, as far as, you know, what I dreaded the most. Because, you know, people usually come to the, you know, the parents' house afterwards or beforewoods or something. And that's not going to happen. So, put it on the right way might help. Hello? Why aren't we working? This is the back. This is the front. It doesn't like me or something. Why aren't you working? Hello? Oh my gosh. This isn't supposed to be the difficult part. Is it? No. Holy moly, what is going on? Let's see. I mean, this is clearly going the right way. I don't know why it doesn't want to go on. Please be my friend. Hello. There we go. It's not that difficult, people. It's 100% user error. All right, there we go. Crisis averted. Let's get it started. And I know everybody has a different way of using this, but I have found if you flick it this way, it keeps the glue up on that little roll part. And that's what the problem is. It's the glue sinks back in the little strip. So you want to keep it so it stays out. So a little test drive I'll show you is you just want to get it started first. Okay, and you're going to go, hello, down and up, down and that. And it really should work. So I don't know if any of you guys have been trying to get a wedding out, and it's just been a nightmare. We live in Massachusetts. Things are starting to open, but you know, you can't throw a shower because you can't, have all those people, and you can't do it outside because it's Massachusetts, and you never know what the weather's going to be, but it's never going to be warm enough to have a bunch of people out in your backyard. So we are going to do it after the wedding. And then we're gonna have just a celebration with a big barbecue or something over the summer. And people keep saying, people say that they're gonna do that and then they don't do it. And I said, oh no, we're gonna do it. Of course we are. So now you guys have the evidence that I just said that those things are gonna get done. Because she definitely deserves it. And I guess she went to a shower for her soon-to-be husband's cousin. And I guess that there were some people asking her, when is your shower, Amanda? It's got to be coming soon. The wedding's coming up. When do you think it's going to be? And it's like, first of all, you don't ask the bride. She doesn't know. She's not supposed to know. And people know what's going on in the world, I would hope. But she was a little upset, and she called me and said, am I having a shower? And I said, after the wedding, and I just feel horrible. And it's just, and I feel bad because it's been postponed so many times. And now that things are opening up more, her cousin, who's getting married, my niece, so she's having her shower and wedding in that order, and I just feel bad. And I hope that when she gets the wedding, she's not gonna be sorry that she did go through with it and didn't wait. And I just, you want your daughter to have her best wedding ever. And she did say as long as it was him and her at the wedding, that's all she cared about. So that was sweet. And when I cut, let's just go back to things for a second. When I cut by hand these kind of things, I take my scissors and I kind of slide them in. And when it hits, 99% of the time, it's going to be a straight cut because you're right in that groove of where you scored. So pretty much comes out great. All right, so we are that's it. That's all we got to do. We got to bring this up, and that's it. And we're done with this portion of our program. So we just want to put a little bit here and a little bit there. And I just kind of look at the triangle and see where the best part of it is to my daughter. Just speak of the devil, we're talking about your wedding. She just came in. And so anyway, we're going to pull these up here. And there is our basket. And then we just have our little, luckily I had punched a few of these. And, bye, Amanda. Do you want to come say hi and bye?
No.
She doesn't want to. She's good. Yeah, let the dogs out. All right, so I am just going to color in their faces with a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So I'm going to make the nose nice and bright and cheery. And this is Dark Lovely Lipstick. And this guy must have been colored on both sides because he is showing a mess. Let me see if I have another one. This is the other thing. Every time I do it, the rest of the pieces parts get put into a little glass cup or plastic cup, and you'll always be able to say, oh look, here's an extra one, let's just throw it in there. And with any luck, some will be have faces on them, but maybe not. You know, afterwards I will find them. Okay, well, no such luck. Sorry about that. I mean, I'm still gonna use it. I'm just saying, it would have been nice to have a nice clean face on it. But, okay. Oh, yeah, no luck, sorry. I tried really hard. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is we are gonna punch out the rest of our guy. Oh, I didn't do his little mouth, which is going to be dark pink pirouette. So you just want to kind of give him some color, or her, whatever. We'll just use one. All right, so we are now going to make the ears. The ears, if you recall, are made with this and this. Another way you can find the ears, and you're going to think I'm crazy, but it does work, and that is with, where are you? I'll find it before we're done, and I'll show you. Or I might have to get back to you on that. No, it's, oh, here it is. And definitely, I get it. It sounds crazy. However, now what do we do with our pink paper? Well, you guys know I am never organized. So I'll just show you on this, which is not the color, but do you guys remember this little shoe? It's not a shoe. We call it a shoe because it looks like a shoe, but it was from a, like the pink is ridiculous. Oh, here it is. We called it a shoe because it looks like a shoe, but it's from Christmas, and it is a light ornament. But when you cut it out, it also looks like a little bunny ear. And then you can stick it on. I'm sure I have a tiny little oval, but if this were white, it would be perfect. Hang on, we gotta have a little white one here somewhere. Ah. No, there's a littler one, but anyway, it's a cute, you can use, that's what I mean, just stare at your stuff and you would be amazed as to what you will find that you can do with your pieces, with your punches. It's amazing. All right, well, so we got our face. We have got, what we're gonna use, again, is that it comes in a package of 2 of the scallop heart and the plain heart. I use the scallop, which is, it's little, use it upside down, and it's this little tushy. And then, let's stick those together. So we have the little tushy, and we are going to, can you guys all find a place to go? My goodness. All right, so we stick, which one is better? They're both stained. This one, I guess. Okay, so I guess I lied about the, oh, there we go, see? Okay, so we are going to stick him on this. We are going to take our oval, and now I used the same ovals for the ears and the feet. What I did differently is for the ears, I put them together at the bottom, which, where's my guy? Not this one. So for the ears, I connected them at the bottom, but then they had a nice white. And for the feet, well, this one doesn't look it, but I kind of, maybe I did it after a while, I put the ovals right in the middle for the feet. So it doesn't matter, that's just what I did. All right, so let's glue this guy on. Oops. And again, I went up to the top, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and as I'm trying to make it perfect. And with the seal, you can kind of move it around still. So just kind of, I'm just noticing that when I punched it, I had a little, so I'm gonna put that end down at the bottom because that's gonna go right behind his head anyway. So we've got our ears, and you can kind of pick them up and, you know, decide where you want them to go. You can bend them, you can curl them, whatever you, your little heart desires, you can do it. So we are just gonna stick this silicone mat, people. It's the way to go. All right, so we're gonna stick that there. Gonna stick him there. There we go. Now for our feet, same thing. We've got our little oval. We've got our pink oval, and this is the one that we're gonna put. I'm telling you, this glue stuff, it gets everywhere. I don't like using the liquid glue, and I do get the reasons why people love it, and I do use it. But I'm just a tape runner kind of girl. Always have been. But needless to say, I have 2 bottles with me. Not like I, you know, just don't like it. I just probably am just a messy glue user. Now, the other thing that I forgot to bring from my craft room, because we can't work in there because pretty much a fire safety hazard right now. And we are going to stick that in the middle. So there are our feet. So the other thing we're gonna do, I guess I could punch them out, is with our little heart, and just need a scrap of white. And we're just gonna punch one for there, and one for the other foot, and put them upside, do I put them upside down? I do. So we're gonna stick him. On the foot. And we're basically just trying to mimic you know, if you look at your dog or your cat's feet, trying to mimic their pads on their feet. Now, next I would be adding all of my little white, hearts from the Snail package, sweet. Can't find it. Can't find it, but I have proof I used it. So, yeah, I did use it. So we are gonna stick our feet like this, because I think they're adorable like that. And we'll stick one there. And we'll stick one there. The other thing I didn't do, and not because I didn't like it, I think I just didn't try it. We could try it now, was hands. The only one I gave hands to was this little guy in the back, like kind of looking like he's looking over the basket, like, hey, what's going on? And it was, I just didn't think of it. And now that I'm sitting here, I'm wondering, like, I don't know how I would do it. I know what we can do, and that is we can make a basket and put it right in the middle, and he can be holding a little basket of eggs. And for this, I'm using a D block, which is a little excessive, but that's what I have out right now. So let's take one of these circles, and probably do not have Memento ink out here, but because I just love you, I am going to go and get some. I'm still here. No worries. I got one on my way back. Here it comes. Uh-oh, I knocked something over. Here I am. All right, so I'm going to take 2 circles. This one looks bigger. I wonder if I should just, I think, no, it'll fit on this. I'm going to do them both on the little circles in case, oh, look, it has a little red foot, heart. I'll just stick it for good luck on his foot. Oh, that's cute. Like Build-A-Bear. All right, so let's stamp 2 of these. I'm wondering what your state is doing for Easter. Are you allowed to go to church? Are you allowed to have dinner? I know that Florida is a huge mess right now, which is so sad because I just feel like if everybody for just that little bit of time, let's just do what we're told. Let's just try it. And then maybe it'll work. And then maybe we can be done with it. Like, I don't know, because I'm home all the time anyway. So it really, I don't know. I just sometimes feel like if people would just try it, maybe it wouldn't be so horrible. And I don't know where my, somewhere I have a marker, the cinnamon. Let me color in the eggs and maybe it'll come to me as to where that is. So I am using Dark Daffodil Delight. And I kind of, on these, I'm not doing the shading. Especially since mine are very, very alcohol-y. They're spreading like crazy. I'm almost stopping halfway in the middle of the egg and it's traveling its way down. So then we have dark flirty Flamingo. I like to use the pointed edge. Can you guys see? I just feel like I have more control than the other end. And that's just me. I was waiting for something to fall. That's just me. And that's what's great about crafting is everybody can do their own thing and it always looks good. All right, we got some Highland Heather. It is the light Highland Heather. Oh, that's pretty. There we go. And it looks like I need to do my flirty Flamingo again, because it didn't spread as much as I thought it would. So what I was going to say about the punches is if you see someone selling them and you might think, oh, those are old. That was from a few years ago. Why do I want to buy a circle? These are the reasons, because you can do so much with them that it is so worth to try it, you know. Let's stick a nice green one. This has got to be Granny Apple. Granny Apple Green. This is the dark. Ooh, really juicy. Even just little dots and it fills it right in. There we go. I am gonna just see if I can find my other container of them. I'm still here, don't worry. Just looking. And I can't find them. Where the heck are they? Still here. Not going anywhere. I don't know where they are. I found a container of them. They're just not in it. All right, well, it looks like I have a couple of brownish. I wanted to do the cinnamon, but this is dark soft suede, and this is bronze. So we'll give that a shot. Oh, what are you? Who are you? Light soft suede. Oh, we can pull this out now. All right, so I'm gonna just kind of color in with the light. And another really juicy one. Just try to, like I said, just kind of dab it and see if you can save it from running right out of your picture. Oh, we'll do you too. See how this works out. No barking, go in timeout, Bailey. And we will go with our dark. Now the way I do the dark, and I know everybody does it different, and when you find your way that you love, stick with it. I like to figure out where exactly the sun is coming from. I usually pick that it's coming from the left. So on the right, I will just kind of shade it like that, little wispy little flicks, just to show that that side is getting the light last. I also stick a little bit around on these little, whatever you call these. You want to be moved closer, that would probably help. Oops. Just in between all of these little, and just let it go. Then I like to do just like a dark line right underneath, because if the basket is wavy, right in between all of these on the bottom, it's going to be dark because that's what's not getting hit by the sun. So it's definitely going to be lighter on one side, but we're just going to have a few dark spots here and there because that's just the way the wicker is and where the light is, and I am certainly not an expert. I'm just giving it my all. All right, and what do you? No, we're going to go back with the light now and just kind of go over everything. And that's about it. Gunner, that's enough, okay? I just wrote all over my little space here for the, guess we're cutting out now. So if you color it all in, the dark will get a little darker, so will the light. But hopefully it'll show a little bit of shading. And we'll see how this dries and we'll let you know. Okay, I guess we're fussy cutting. Maybe I'll just cut one and, oh, I only need one. Yeah, we gotta cut it out. I know I've talked about these scissors. I just cannot even tell you how, I mean, if scissors are your thing and you want that good pair of scissors, these are the way to go. Just let me know, because, you know, it was an ad on Facebook and I totally, absolutely was positive that I wouldn't get them, because I have had, these were, my son actually bought them after I put the ad in his room, and they were like $20, and they are amazing. And I had bought my nieces some, what did I buy for them? Oh, these little printers for your phone. They take a lot of pictures now. Hey, hey, Bailey, Bailey, go time out. Sorry about that. Right now, Bailey, time out. So I bought them these little printers because they take a lot of pictures on their phone and they stay there. And I never got them. And I thought, when I bought them, I went through PayPal because I thought I'd have more protection that way. But because the company gave PayPal a tracking number, that means that we got it. And to me, that makes no sense. And I said that we have the Ring doorbells and we can look it up, and they don't care. They just don't. Okay, so back in timeout. So I would normally put a dimensional, which I do not have. So I'm just gonna pop this guy right in the middle. Oh, and he is cute. So this is him. I'm gonna stick him on the front. He's got a big red line going through his head from coloring on top. And that is him. And I'm gonna stick, oh, maybe some tape might help. I am going to stick a bow under his little chin, or maybe up by his ear. And what do I have for colors? Another thing, ribbon from Stampin' Up! Is so amazing that you want to save it. Even if it's a color from 15 years ago, the core colors are always going to be there. So, no, I didn't bring any. Oh, I did. I didn't think so, but I knew I wouldn't forget ribbon. So this is from a couple of years ago, and you know, I wish I could buy all the new stuff and you know, every single stamp set and ribbon and in the whole catalog, but I can't, so I save it. And I don't like to use things that you guys can't get, but I know that it's pretty likely that you can find a purple ribbon somewhere, and people are always selling Stampin' Up! Stuff, and I buy it because I like a good deal. So where are my glue dots? Oh, got an empty roll. I guess we can use a little spot of glue. Maybe it could be a oh, let's make her a she bunny. Let's just put a little dab right there. And see if we can find a pretty side of the ribbon. Stick that right. Oh my gosh, that's too cute. Hold that for a minute. See if that sticks. Oh, I definitely have not made a girl bunny. And if anyone has an idea about how to give my bunnies some arms, I would love to know, because I have looked at cutting hearts in half or just using the whole heart in white, of course, but it just doesn't look right. So anyway, there is our bunny in a basket. Now we can put a handle that goes across. I kind of like it without a handle. I just like it sitting there. So I'm going to leave it like that. And let's come up. How long have we been? Oh, almost an hour. I was going to do a card, and I think I can make it quick. And if you don't want to watch it, you don't have to. But you know what? I'm just going to show you a couple more ideas, and I will make a card tomorrow. But let's see. I wish I had brown out here. But I borrowed, because I didn't buy it, and kicking myself, but I will put it in my next order, which is the Daisy Punch, which is this one. And if you punch the Daisy Punch, it would be better if you punched a brown punch, but oh, what? I guess there are white bunnies. What am I talking about? And I didn't punch the whole thing because you don't need to. And what you're going to do is cut around and then flip it over and cut around. And what you're left with is a little bunny. So you can draw a face on, but I thought it'd be fun to show a different way. And if you have the owl punch, which is the thing to have these days, and I will use this piece of brown. And just in case I can't find them, do it again. Okay, so from that, where did my bunny go? Oh, here it is. From that, you get, take a pick would be perfect too. You get these tiny little, let me see if I can use a little glue to pick it up. So you can take it and you can use the tiny dots that they have in the owl punch, which I guess is really hard to get. And people are charging astronomical amounts of money for them. And I think I have two, but I'm not sure. And I hate saying that because I don't want anybody to say, oh, you said. So we'll stick this other guy and do that. And then you could even, where's my little, what did I just do, the purple? We're gonna steal this little heart off of the foot of that guy. And you could make it his nose kind of upside down. My hands are all gunky now. And okay, so those little dots that I thought would be fine, they're a little big. But put a little bit of red on the cheeks. I would do chalk. I don't think I would try and color that. And then even if you cut a heart in half and skinnied it up a bunch. And then glue that guy on here. And I'm kind of making this up as we go along, so if it doesn't work out, I'm just thinking out loud. So just kind of stick that guy there. Enough glue on there to save a couple of horses. And kind of cut this other guy. This is why I hate working with glue. I get it everywhere. I am the worst neat crafter. I'm nowhere near there. And we got enough glue on this other ear. You can stick that on there. And you know, you just don't know. But it could make a little bunny that could be like sticking, you know, sticking out. All right, well, maybe that doesn't look too good, but maybe it could be hanging out near the back. I don't know, but there, you know, you just got to play around. And it could just be hanging up behind. I don't know. I just think there's so much you can do with punches, and I love them. And I really think maybe just pull them out, and as those people in Australia will say, have a play. Have a play, and that's something I don't do. I don't sit down and have a play. And maybe that's something we all should do, is take some time and have a play. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I do want to make that other box for you, but we're going in an hour, so I will definitely come back tomorrow, and I will make that card, because I have some action wobbles I want to use, and make that other basket. So I hope you guys have a great day, great beginning to the week, and I will probably see you again tomorrow. So I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.